True Crime with Delphi Side Archie here with another video of the Delphi murders. World of YouTube. Doing another yet, and go figure I lost the friggin' article. It's going through some articles of names that came up through one name, and I lost it. But someone had put a map of coordinates in, and literally, as you can see where the red dot is, that's where the map coordinates were given. Now, if anybody can back this up on my behalf and comment, I would highly appreciate it. Everybody else have been commenting and talking about, once again, how everything that I've been doing and saying is BS. Telling me to stick with the facts. Once again, I have to explain it, that I do not give facts. I give thoughts, theories, ideas. I don't know what people are not understanding, but hey, it is what it is. People got their own opinions, but I just kind of find it hard to believe that when I explain myself why I make my videos, and then someone comes out with BS and stick with the facts and don't know why I'm doing this or that. No, there is a method to my madness. And people got to realize that you just can't stay on one set of facts. You just cannot think of other thoughts, theories, and ideas. You need to expand your mind. But I'm not here to trash nobody. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their, what they want to say in these things and doing these things. Me, I wanted to start from the beginning and continue on doing what I was doing, even though there have been people that have come up and told me that I could see, 3.5 years of evidence and stuff. But you know what? The way I've been doing this and the way I want to do it, just in case I do come up with something with my own thoughts, theories, ideas, once again, that if it was never mentioned, right, then I could be looked at as someone that's like, not a professional at this, not trying to rub it in anybody's face, but just to give out my independence on how I do things. In order to catch a killer, you must think like a killer. And I've already done that in the Maura Murray case. Once again, said something throughout my videos, someone caught on, said that the law enforcement knew about, never released to the public. Well, there you go. That's why I don't like to use anybody else's information. I do want to try going on some things that was given to me, but, like I said, I don't want anybody thinking that, I come off and I use their ideas, or say something mistakenly and they think I took credit or what, just nonsense little things that would come out. That's why I like to try and do things on my own, try and do things. Hey, sometimes they're wrong, sometimes they're interested in people's thoughts, sometimes, it don't have nothing to do with the case, but it's my experience through life, through myself, through realism, and that's why I throw it in there. So, with that being said, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of, what ifs, whatever, what in, you suck, this sucks, that's not accurate, this, but this is something I got offline, and like I say, when things are online, and I said it to a person in a comment, everything needs to be investigated. Every little nook, cranny, even the picture of the Delphi guy that I put up sitting on the bench. I wasn't saying it wasn't him. I said it does resemble him very well. That's right. Pants, coat, body size. But them are not my photos I put up. Them are not my, who's ever doing it. That's somebody else. I'm just here to get my thoughts, theories, ideas. Little analyst here. And today I'm also going to show you a picture of a gentleman that really, really just who got almost everything qualified to be bridge guy in my eyes. And when I see that face of bridge guy, and I do see the face of the person that will be coming up next, oh, it's like, whoa, very creepy and scary. But these are just thoughts, theories, ideas. These are not the facts. This was given to me, a name from somebody else. Highly appreciated. Everybody that gives me information. There was a new person that sent an email today. Gave me a lot of stuff to go on with the Native Americans that I'm always looking into. And I'll tell you, they gave me some stuff that someone else didn't have info on. And some of the stuff that I've looked up, tried to look up, and had that ain't on the internet. So it's friggin' awesome that it's starting to get good. I thank you all once again for joining. I have seen my friggin' in the past, oh my god, month, my friggin' subscriber hike just jumping. I'm getting very close to that 169 subscribers I need. And the watch hour minutes that I say was watch minutes, I made a mistake. It's watch hour minutes have been already met. So hopefully when I get up there, everything will be back to normal, back to getting paid for my threshold, and that threshold will be met hopefully within the next year. But anyways, and there was one thing I like to say that YouTube has said that, it doesn't matter how many videos you put up. It doesn't matter how many, um, you know, not following, other people's trends or this or that. It's got to do with say so. What does it got to do with? Yeah, for one thing, you do need a lot of money. You need to be rich. And right now I'm not rich. Right now I'm struggling by the skin and the hair of my teeth. And so I'm hoping one day when it does blow up and I do get that little extra money to throw in to get that extra step in life, I think I'm going to be pretty good and settled with what I do for videos. And I'm going to have my haters, I'm going to have my likers, and I'm going to have the people that are, hey, yeah, complete freaks. But whatever the case may be, didn't want to get interrupted. But whatever the case may be, thank you all. Thank you all. And like everybody says, of bands to the friggin' movie stars to the everybody that comes out that is popular, it would not happen without the fans. And I'm very grateful for everybody that has joined my channel and, praise the work I do, because I do, man. I hope one day I do solve one of these cases and help in some form, part of way, because nobody should endure in life this sick manner that people just think they can get away with and do. It's sick. And I tell you, it's time to put a stop and destroy the boogeyman, as they call them, the creatures, that monsters that walk the earth and terrorize people and put them in their place. And for one of them, this guy right here, Mr. BG himself. So what I have here is a mapping. We have the Delphi bridge where the girls went missing. This is the coordinates that someone put on a website where the girls were found. Now, someone can tell me if this is accurate. It will kind of explain a lot, say so, of the traveling, or says a lot of the supposedly the girls were dragged to somewhere and then brought back to the murder scene. This, if this is the exact location of any type of thing, whoops. I mean, whatever the person did or said happened. That's a lot of friggin' walking right there, don't you think? So the girls go down the hill right about here, or on the other side down here, run across, but yet, they're somehow maybe walking through the woods. But then again, people, why in the hell would someone, Jesus Christ, you gotta think this is it. If this is accurate, this is friggin' insane. Because just trying to make a scenario of this, of how this, alright, they had to have, alright, here it is. So, it seems like this side over here has got less water. Now, they said it was knee-high at the time. So that means, or if they went down this way and across the water, it does kind of look like there's some kind of entrance trail there. If you can see the trees formed into like a path, a side path maybe. I know that when you have these old trails that are, that do have, a lot of, what the hell you call it, sections or whatever, and you got like trails that split. That could be the thing here, as they were walking across the bridge this way, but then they had to go back down and across the water, because yeah, they were walking this direction. So that means they went down there and across the water, then they had to walk through the woods. And someone did mention, mind you, that there is missing audio. And someone had put in a message to me or showed me a thing that I did not say, I believe, in the last video, but it did mention that these girls and the guy, they said they're missing audio now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it did say that you could hear them talking like they, like a normal conversation. And they were just walking, and then all of a sudden something erupt. But could it have been the girls realizing that they have now just walked into a horror show? And but someone, there's another guy out there that keeps commenting me, and he says he knows who the killer is. He is a psychic from Philadelphia, Albert. Very wordful man he is in comments. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to, resurrect the crime scene. I mean, everybody has their opinion on who did what did who, who killed who, but just looking at the mapping of this and seeing that the girls had to backtrack, mind you, from off the bridge. God damn it. No. To be on the bridge and then have to come off and go down and then walk and walk and walk and walk. I mean, that is a good time zone of why the search took so long. But when you read the article, it seems like the farmland and everything is more closer than what it is. And for someone to say this is where the girls were found, I mean, that's insane. That's a lot of traveling. Or, they killed them midway, and that's a lot of dragging. And for someone to say that they killed them, dragged them somewhere, and then put them back, which was said by the mother of one of the victims in the interview I watched, Jason Hebert, check it out. I think it was the mother Anna. He has another great YouTube channel, gets a lot of interviews with a lot of victims' family members. Pretty cool. But I mean, I like doing this kind of work, trying to figure out why. How the hell can this be? This long of a walk. And then and even at that, if the girls were killed, say so, midway in the woods, and people were asking about the screaming and yelling. Where did the screaming and yelling? There, somewhere here, through the water, over there, it's just a mystery, is right. And then you got the guy walking at 2 a.m. Now still, no one has mentioned the guy who was or the person who commented or made a text that they were driving down the road and saw someone with a car. And I'll use this damn road up here as a metaphor. Say so, this is where of course, the crime scene here. The guy's car supposedly broke down. So if this person was driving this way, and in midway, as you can see a lot of farmland, of course, the person stopped, say, right here. And the guy is claiming, and of course the person don't say which the guy's direction is of walking. Was he walking? Just got cut off. So, damn it, something screwed up my video. So, you jerk. So, seeing here, like I was saying, the person's traveling in this road. They meet up with a person, say so there, because that'd be the best place for a dark road. No houses, only houses here, houses in here. In between, nothing. So that being said, if a person's driving this road and they stop in the mid somewhere, talk to someone if they need a tow. No, thank you. And don't even mention which way the direction's going. Into town or out of town. Of course, it would probably be into town because if they walked on the trail, but someone claims that this guy walked in and walked out the same trail. But then they say someone sees him on the road. This is insane. This is crazy stuff. And they got an eerie feeling. And all this time driving up, driving from this way or even driving from this way, where was the vehicle in the mix of all this? Where was the vehicle? If there was a car broke down, don't you think that person would have saw the car? Don't even mention that. And that would be like at 2 a.m, about the time everybody was out there searching. Girls in the woods over there by a field, but as you can see, if anybody thinks this is accurate, let me know. If it's not accurate, so be it. I mean, someone has commented to me if I want some, video, they live out there, so, hey, send it to me. Send it to me. I'll take it. But I only do things like this, like I said, to make a point. Is this just senseless stuff to, give everybody a off the path look and just, hey, it's off beat, it's off the path. And the real killer, you'll never find him because we don't want you to find him. Is this a distraction? A distraction. Is that what this is all about? So everybody comes out with this stuff. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own, mapping. Everybody has their own insight. But that's why I go over stuff. Because, right, so people are not confused. Because you'll get someone that knows it. And I have, and someone has. And go figure. Everybody keeps saying in the articles I read, what happened to the girls? And I've already read. After this being said, after the video I come up with saying I'm going to start going in the details of maybe what the killer did to the girls, and all of a sudden it all comes up then. That was insane too. One girl was naked, one girl was not clothed. The naked one was, one was half naked. The other one was fully clothed or half clothed or whatever, covered with leaves. And, then someone says they were stabbed in the gut and this and that. And all this crazy stuff started coming up in articles after I said, hey, I'm going to find out and maybe click something in someone's head, but it's already been up. I think that's all the truth now. And it's like, wow, where the hell has that been if everybody keeps saying it ain't there? It's insane. But let's move on. Because now I'm going to this guy. This is a name someone told me. This is a name that I looked up. And I'll tell you something right now. This picture right here, right now. I'll tell you, looking at it. And shoulders, folks. Down. The red hair that I claim to see. And if you, mind you, because I'm going to show you what I see in this Delphi bridge guy profile, and this is supposedly a judge who, now before I even say this, because I haven't never heard this, and this came up the other day from a YouTuber, highly appreciate it, sending the article, sending the name, and they wanted my thoughts on this, and I want to thank them highly. Once again, another YouTuber helping me out, because like I said, I don't even know if this guy's name is in the list. I gotta check it, that I started going through, getting other articles. But this guy, if you take this guy's face, and I want to cover this up because of his shit-eating grin that sticks up, right? If you take this side of the face, and I want to mark, so everybody gets an idea of where I'm going with this, I want to take this mouth, and I want to cover up the shit-eating grin. Look at the mouth, how it goes downward. Shoulders, like I said, go down. And this judge, mind you, and look at that side of the mouth, it looks all crooked, bent, right? Until you get his shit-eating grin. Now this judge has a dirty, perverted side, does he? He was convicted and stepped down from the bench for trying to pick up an escort. Dirty man. Now, mind you, before I even say what happened, which I'm sure probably everybody does, but I didn't know this until the other day, maybe 3 days ago when I got this article. No lie, I haven't even, if I would have seen this guy, I would have already have gone over him, so that only proves right there, I don't know nothing about this guy. But this man right here, like I said in one of my previous videos, when I first analyzed Bridge Guy, that I think that this man, Bridge Guy, didn't have luck with the ladies. He was denied by women. And that's exactly what I said. He didn't have luck with the women. They were probably pushing him away, and because of his nature or because of whatever I said. But I said he didn't have luck with women because they probably did not like him. He wasn't a ladies' man, right? And I said that in the video. You can go back on probably on the first video that I did an analysis on a bridge guy standing on that bridge. And I said it. And I'll say it again. He wasn't a woman's man. Probably got denied. A lot of women probably pushed him away. Probably just looked at him and said, you ain't no man, right? You think a man can go get an escort now? Of course a man's going to get an escort because they're pretty much a prostitute. Disgustingly, sickly, stupid prostitute. Disgusting. I hate that type of profession. It's sick, but it's been around for centuries. Sick. And this man goes up, starts kissing and rubbing on her inappropriately. And what happens? He was told he needed money. He didn't want to pay. He thought he, Mr. Good-looking man, that he thinks he is. He looks like a narcissist, too. Very thinking I think I might even say, he probably thinks he's so good-looking, great, or whatever the hell is in his mind. And he tried getting the escort to do things for free. Because as soon as she said in the article that I read, I don't do that, you don't need the money. Nope, gonna pay. He just left it alone. Now, why do I bring this up and why do I mention this? And what about the Delphi girls? And no, I don't believe he's not a true rapist. I think he's a man that thinks he can get any kind of woman. And maybe he's been denied so many times. That's why he likes to kill women. Bridge guy. That's right. I think his problem is he gets rejected and he can't take rejection. So what better way to take out any type of girl, even young girls, and be rejected and just be man and powerful that he thinks he is, and dominate them and kill them and get vicious? Because this goes and relate to what my other video was about when I told you about the man that was either a reverend or a priest, and he had a friggin' room full of sex toys, sick, demented shit, and he was a big figure in the public. Even had a business card, if I can goddamn find it. I know I have it, but I misplaced it. And that was like 4 or 5 years ago when I found that. And it's like I wanted to do something with it, because when I found out who he was and then I found out he was that, what do you know? What do you think this guy? Huh? Think about it. If he's out there going to get escorts, you don't know what he's doing behind that mind and sickly stuff he's thinking behind closed doors. But, and this is another thing, the guy stands pretty tall in my eyes right there, as you can see. Right there. This is an older picture, but I don't know if this is from when he was maybe first brought in, and I believe it was 2010 they brought him in as a judge. But sometimes people can't take that big step forward and that big responsibility, because when they get that big, especially being a judge, and there was another judge, mind you, in Delphi, I believe I read in another article, that would release women on criminal charges for sexual favors. So there's a lot of crooked stuff that goes out in that jurisdiction, and believe me, it probably ain't just that town. I'm sure it runs across a lot of towns throughout the United States, and just because they got that judge handle hammer, boom, I can do what I want. That's right. Little do they know they're not supposed to be doing that, and they shouldn't be doing that, but why not get away with it? And he kind of looks to me to be similar, very similar. And right here, if you look at Bridge Guy and you look at this guy, I can already see right there, if you look very closely, that Bridge Guy's mouth says frown, lips. The chin sticks out, like I said, a Peter Griffin chin, right? And you look closely, the red hair that I believe that is. Alright? Yeah? And one thing I noticed on this guy, Bridge Guy, is this side over here. But this side, as you can see, this shoulder over here kind of goes out, then down. So it's all the imagery trickery of the camera when people do put things in and try to mess up the photo. But I honestly, with that hood in the back of that thing or whatever that is back here, if you take that away, you would see that that would go down slightly like that. But that other picture I showed you did go down, and put a big jacket on it, goes down. And like I said, the face, pudgy cheeks, chin, similar to Peter Griffin, just ain't got the little, you know, dot in the middle there, the line, the pudgy cheeks. What I'd like to see in this guy's hairdo, which it does kind of look like it would, is, like I say, that little bald spot up there. Thick hair, and then you look up over here, it's like it will, behind it, drop down, because you got the thinning line there. You know, I'm not accusing this guy. But I do see a lot of similarities in that guy, the bridge guy. And he does look a bit buff, not buff, but, chubby in this. You know, put a little extra clothing on this man like he does with his jerseys. Look at the massive body that builds up. Bass and body. And if he's carrying stuff, yeah, that's right. That's how you figure that, oh, hey, this guy is, real skinny but extra clothing, but this guy right here is not skinny. You can see he's got a double chin in this one. I'm taking these a little older in this one. And, yeah, that being said. But once again, I'm just saying, maybe, and what I said in my last video, due to the fact of what he holds the higher power with, the what is it? And the Gatlin, what is it? Ah, damn it. I forget what they call the judge's hammer. Gatlin or yeah, fucking damn it. I forgot the name of the judge's hammer. I used to know that, and I forgot when he holds that mighty hammer. Feels invincible, right? And being rejected also because, of course, now, not only does he look like an ordinary man, but if he's rubbing up on escorts and I'm trying to get him, hey, thinking in this picture, I'm a good-looking guy, right? I'm a good-looking guy, yeah. You know? Get that little narcissist stuck in your head thinking you're good-looking, and women just tell you straight up no. And that's what I said in my first video on this guy. He looks like a man that can't even get a woman. That's right. You can't get a woman. There's some men that have that animal magnetism. It's like a magnet. Poof, get that woman. Bang. Hey, baby. And others, it's like, yeah. You know who you are. It sucks to say, hey, but there is someone out there for everybody. But this guy, I think he had too many rejections. And that's why he don't like women in general. Now, needless to say, in one of the articles I did get and read, that bridge guy has 2 kids. So if this guy has 2 kids, if anybody knows, there's a possibility. But there you go. There's another thing. If he don't have 2 kids, then boop, boop. And that's pointless. We'll just go back to the beginning here. So, that being said, of course, you see my nice looking skinwalker standing and staring. Someone want to know what a skinwalker was? You have to watch my skinwalker videos. All up. Hunting for skinwalkers. In my email I got today, 17th. But that's all I'm saying on that. If that guy has 2 kids, if anybody can verify that, then there's a possibility, because he does look like Bridge Guy a lot in my eyes. And I said, when I see that face, if I could see that face in person or in a picture, and it kind of does, man. When I look at that red hair and that, that, just that glow of that face, and see the features, it's like, ooh. But hey, I could be wrong. It could be wrong. You know what? People can say all they want. But the thing of it is, if Bridge Guy's got 2 kids, that's the question. Does this judge got 2 kids? And the other guy is supposedly rough with women. His exes don't like him. And no one ever did in that article mention that he was a judge. But like I say, every damn article you see, every damn article you hear, everything is different. And like I told another person, stick to the facts, he says. I said, well, some facts could be lies, turn out to be lies. So I don't stick with the facts. I stick with what people post, and then eventually you get that one post. And this one kind of is like, ooh, you wanna look into it like I want to, but you just can't point a finger without all the information. And that's the thing of with the police. You need the proof 100%. But see, this guy, Bridge Guy, is smart. And he knows how to, lure in, do his dirty deeds, and then walk away like nothing ever happened. And that's what it is. That's what it is. That's all what it's about. You can have a suspect all day, but you need the evidence. And if he's not leaving evidence, and he's just leaving evidence to taunt people. Now something was in an article saying that the person left the ID to incriminate somebody. But who in their right mind will pull out their friggin' ID? Or if you got your wallet in your pocket, all right, think about it. And gonna say, oh, wait a minute, check my ID. Did I have my ID on me? And then suddenly drop it. That right there is stupidity. One mistake of the killer doing. But other than that, there are going to be mistakes that one day he's going to lead to be caught. But yet, there's still things he keeps doing that makes it keep going. People say they know who it is. If I could just see that person of who they say it is, I think I could get the features out of the face, and hell, I think I'd be the one to confront and get into his mind. I could do that. Oh, yes. I can draw out a lot of stuff out of people, and words and talking and insanity. Huh? Make them, ooh, you stop saying that type thing, and don't you. Yeah. But like I said, if this ain't true, don't get me wrong. It's not true. It ain't the guy. It ain't this. It ain't that. That's all right. Because I'm only doing this for one thing. To show everybody why everything has been like this and why everything gets thrown up. And when suspects do get looked at and why it ain't been solved yet is because they keep putting this pile of shit and this pile of other evidence to distract what is really the problem. Distract everything. How do you distract and keep a killer, as everybody says, they know who he is, but how do you keep a killer safe and distract people with other BS? And that's what I'm here to do. I'll throw up everything old that I see that's interesting, put it up there, and maybe one day something will give. But until that day comes, be safe, take care, beware, out.